Everyone tells you to save money if you want to get ahead financially, but what if I told you saving could actually be keeping you broke? I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. Saving alone will never make you wealthy. In fact, it might be the very thing keeping you stuck right now. So in this video, I'm going to share why I quit saving and the exact shift that completely changed my finances. If we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Davina and welcome to our Finance Corner. I've been working in accounting and finance for over 15 years and I've learned a lot both in my career and my own personal finance journey. So I created this channel to help you avoid the money traps and start building wealth sooner. Let's get into it. The problem with just saving. So here's the problem with just saving. Inflation eats at it. That £100 that you have set aside now will not buy you the same groceries next year. Also, interest rates. The interest rates are so low that your money is practically sitting in an account collecting dust. And I know for the past year or two we've been sport with super high interest rates on savings, but that's not the norm. Those interest rates on savings were increased in an effort to help reduce inflation, to encourage us to save more instead of borrowing money. But as the Bank of England has reduced the rates on borrowing, you will have seen that the interest rates on savings has reduced as well. Each month I'm getting emails from different bank accounts telling me that the interest rate on my savings has reduced. That's because things are getting back to normal now. Also, savings feel safe. Psychologically, it feels good to see that balance sitting in your account, especially with a looming recession and constant fear of job loss. And trust me, I get it. I've been there myself. I fell into the same trap. I've been made redundant. I've lived paycheck to paycheck. So for me, the smartest move was to save money. So I doubled down on saving. My intentions were good, but the problem was I didn't realize that over time, saving wasn't helping me build wealth. Now, even with all that being said, savings does have its place. I'm not going to act like saving is not important. In fact, one of the first things that you need to have in place when it comes to getting your finances in order is your emergency fund. Because your emergency fund will cover you for any unexpected expenses. So let's say that your car broke down, your boiler needs repairs, or you have an unexpected medical emergency. Or worst case scenario, you lost your job, which is a possibility given there's a looming recession and constant layoffs. That provides you with a cushion that you can dip into so you don't have to panic or take out a credit card, get a loan and put yourself into debt. You have a cushion that you can dip into to take care of yourself. Now, your emergency fund should be 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses. And when I say essential living expenses, I'm not talking about your Netflix subscription or your gym membership. No, I'm talking about the essential expenses that you need to survive each month. That includes your rent, mortgage payments, utilities, food, transport, anything that you need to survive each month. You want to calculate 3 to 6 months worth of those expenses and you want to put it in a high yield savings account. So at least your money is working a little harder for you. But aside from that, savings just sitting in an account is keeping you stuck. The only other exception is if you're saving for something specific like a property down payment. Once you have your foundations covered, it's time to move on to building wealth. What I do instead. So what do I do instead? I started investing my money. This was the shift that completely changed my finances. I stopped to let my money just sit and I started investing in index funds and ETFs. And suddenly my money started working for me. Think about it like this. If you saved £500 a month, that's £6,000 at the end of the year. If you put that money in a high yield interest savings account, you may earn about £200 in interest at the end of the year. But if you invested that same money in the stock market at an 8% return, you're looking at £500 in compound interest plus capital gains. Same money, different outcome, just by putting your money in the right place. And if you're scared to invest, I completely get it. I was scared too. That's part of the reason why I kept saving. I genuinely thought that investing was only for rich people or people who had this secret stock portfolio that I had no idea about. I also heard the horror stories of people losing the money in the stock market when the stock market went down. But here's the real risk, letting inflation steal your money while it quietly sits still. So when I eventually did start investing in the stock market, I invested just £250 a month because that's all I could afford. Fast forward to a few years later, I built a 5-figure portfolio by starting small and increasing over time. But investing wasn't the only change I made. I also realized that I could not rely on just one source of income. So I stopped relying on only one salary and I started building multiple streams of income because having multiple streams of income allowed me to build wealth faster. And it also gave me extra protection because if I was made redundant again, like I had been in the past, I don't have to panic. I have other sources of income coming in to protect me, to help me pay my bills and continue on with life as normal. So I started side hustles and started to find ways to earn money outside of my 9 to 5. And the best part is even small amounts from side hustles when invested compound like crazy. So instead of holding my money in one account, I started to split it intentionally. I put some money towards investing in the stock market. I put some money towards a sinking fund for things that I actually value like travel. And I also put some money towards building assets that will generate me a return. So now every pound has a job. And every time I put money towards an investment or an income stream, I'm sending a message to myself. I'm saying, I'm not just surviving, I'm building a future where my money works for me, not the other way around. Mindset shift that changed everything. Now here's the thing, none of this would have happened if I didn't have a mindset change too. So the biggest change wasn't just financial, it was mental. I stopped seeing money as something to store and I started seeing money as a tool, something that could buy me time, freedom, and choices. I started thinking long term. Instead of asking how much money can I save this month, I started asking where can I put my money that will make future me richer in 5, 10, even 20 years from now. Here's one of my favorite quotes. People overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. That shift helped me save from somebody who saves to somebody who builds wealth. So this is why I quit solely focusing on just saving. Yes, savings does have its place, especially if you're saving for your emergency fund or a buffer. But once your foundations are covered, don't just stack your cash, make your money work for you. Imagine this, a year from now, instead of your money just sitting in place, it's working for you, it's growing, and it's pulling you closer to financial freedom. So here's one action step for you. Check where your savings are sitting. If it's not in a high yield interest savings account, move it today. If it is sitting in a high yield interest account and you have your emergency fund in place, start investing. Even if it's just £50 or £100 a month, you want to start building wealth as soon as possible. That's how you shift from a saver to a wealth builder. If you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more strategies to help you grow your money. And if you're ready to work on the mindset piece, check out my other video on money mindset shifts I wish I knew earlier. That's where I shared the exact shifts that took me from debt to financially independent. Don't forget, stay rich in mindset and the money will follow. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you in the next one.